Hi friends. Okay, so we're going to look at the SEC today. I watched Gary Gensler and he spoke about the integrity of the employees and the members of the SEC, and he talked about how they have these rules and it's an ivory tower and boy oh boy and all that. And I kind of, besides the recoil I get from Gary Gensler in general, like I said, I sat for my Series 6. Quiet your mind. I sat for my Series 6, so I know the kind of people that are involved with all that. They were trying to train me to be one of them. So I kind of know what their goals and their motives and everything are. I went down that path for a little while. I was a financial advisor, even though I thought at the time it was absurd that I was a financial advisor, but yet I had the credentials. I was a walking, talking financial advisor, and I think I was 20. In my 20s anyway. Yeah, it was after 21, so I was in my 20s. Okay, here we go. Find ways to lighten up and not take everything so seriously. What a funny card to get for the SEC. Find a way to lighten up. Well, there you go. Funny message. Okie dokie, Smokey. Alright, SEC, what are your goals? Can you tell us? What are your goals? Who are you as a player? How is the SEC going to show up? Whoa. Teaching. It already picked a card. Teaching. They're going to teach us. Maybe, I don't know. Something good, something bad. They're going to teach us. The SEC is going to teach us. They're probably going to teach us how corrupt people could be. You don't even imagine. And then they do these things and you go, I can't even imagine. Like, it just never even enters my mind. Yeah. Like, you got nothing better to do? Like, how about helping humanity? That's a full-time job. Anyway, I digress. Alright, here we go, honey. Who's showing up? A teaching card. Oh, I gotta read about that. Hold on. Before we pick a moon card, I gotta read about the teaching. Teaching is 14. I'm so not used to doing that. Okay, teaching. The situation you are inquiring about encourages teaching, whether it be student-teacher, parent-child, or just friend-to-friend. We are, all of us, learning and teaching constantly when we are maintaining a high vibrational energy. Never despair that the seeds you have planted have failed to take root. They may be taking time to germinate, or they may have migrated to another field. Do not plant seeds with the expectation of an outcome. Disengage from the attachment to the outcome of the situation and move on. A farmer doesn't sit down next to the seeds he plants waiting for them to sprout. What a recipe for disappointment. He plants them and moves on. Never once does he second guess if he was doing the right thing in the right way. He simply does what he is called to do and trusts that the fruits of his labor will be what they are supposed to be. So there you go. That's the teaching from the SEC. Well, I'll leave that out in case we want to refer to it later. Wow, okay. Almost missed that. And that's the card that popped out on its own. Wouldn't have that been a strange occurrence? The card that pops out and I don't read it. Negligence. Oh, another one pops out. Work through your fears. Work through your fears. Well, there you go. Another card picked itself. Okay, let's read about that. Work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. Yeah, we had that the other day. That's probably why I was in there wrong. Okay, work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. New moon cards. This card suggests a rebirth. Think of your situation as the phoenix that's rising from the ashes as the birth, death, rebirth paradigm. That's what Scorpio energy is all about. We're in a Scorpio moon right now. Whatever you've been through, there's a new start ahead. It might be a little dark. It most certainly won't be rainbows and unicorns, but it will be deep and transforming. This card also suggests that if you know you are magical, then this is the time to work your magic. It can also herald the start of a sexier time. If you've been experiencing something of a drought, and emotional intimacy is also on the menu. Scorpio is the sign that likes to go deep into the body, mind, and spirit. So when this card comes up, there's nothing superficial about what's coming your way. Have a sexy time. Time to let go of a grudge you're holding. Move on from jealousy. Stop being obsessive. Could it be you're being paranoid? Make an investment. Scorpio is a sign of death and rebirth, magic and shamans. Its energy is a little bit dark, occult, even scary. Not all of us like to face the shadow, but Scorpio demands it. In fact, it's through working through your dark side that you can get to the light. And the new moon in Scorpio, and the appearance of this card at any other time, suggests you need to do that now. So, there you go. Going deep. Work in the dark. Well, we're talking about the SEC, so of course we're working the dark. That's the money system. That's the enslavement system. So yeah, that's a pretty dark entity right there. Yeah, that Gary Gensler. Like, I see him and my skin crawls and I just go, I don't want to be anywhere near him. He's just like lizard-like. Wonder if he is. Okay. Alright, SEC. Can you see it? Alright, SEC. How are you showing up today? And what are your goals? Sounds like a squeak toy outside. The Hierophant. So, okay. They're looking at themselves as sort of the leaders of society. They make the rules that we all have to abide by, you know. They ordain the things that are appropriate or not appropriate. So, yeah, they're like the sacred, ooh, we say it's okay, so it's okay. It's very magical kind of a feeling, too. I wouldn't be surprised if the magician would have showed up, but it would have given us a different message. This gives us the message of almost oppressive religion. So, okay, what's crossing them? Starting to move out and make new plans. They're not going anywhere. But anyway, yeah, thoughts and planning and then action. So something's happening. Something's happening. Action. They're being challenged by action. So let's see. Let's find out more. Where are they coming from? Oh, secrets upside down. So they're gonna need to reveal their secrets, and that's where they're coming from. Their secrets are coming out. Their secrets are being shown to the world. Well, that's interesting. What's the best case scenario in this this situation? Oh, work and money. Okay, good. So they're you know, cultivating their money and figuring it out. Huh. Money growth. Money spread in throughout to grow. Interesting. Interesting thought. Alright, where are we going? Let's focus in on one thing and not really worrying about the other stuff. Let that take care of itself. We gotta do this now. So that's interesting. Wonder what they're gonna do. I think they're gonna do something soon. Well, you know, relatively soon, within the next 6 months. But I don't know. That's just a hunch. We got a 4 here and a 4 here. So might be a 3, a 7. Yeah, that's right around 6 months. Maybe sooner. Anyway, what tools do they have? Celebration. Well, they are celebrated, if that's what that means. They have the confidence of a lot of people. They are known as being the authority. They're known as being the ones who tell us what to do, that, you know, tell us how things work. But, okay. How do they see themselves in this situation? We're still looking at their goals as well. How do they see themselves in this situation? Very motivated, a lot of action. They're taking a lot of action, movement forward. So they're not stuck at all. Not when movement is crossing them, but they see themselves as movement. So I guess they're going along with everything. Yeah, that's kind of powerful. Okay, let's see. Environment they find themselves in? Oh, more wands. Victory. Oh, so they find themselves in victory. That's interesting. Securities Exchange Commission. Are they going to be the Securities Exchange Commission? But those are for securities. And Bitcoin is a commodity, so I guess they have a big role to play as this all falls apart. They're going to have to cash out the securities and turn them into the commodity of Bitcoin or the commodity of gold and silver, but they have to get away from the fiat, so they got a lot to do in order to transfer that wealth from one place to another so people don't all crash and burn. Okay, let's see. Hopes and fears. Knight of Wands. So more movement. Wands, 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 wands. A lot of fast movement. Things moving along at a pace. Yeah, so the Knight of Wands, he's fast. He's got a job to do and he's going to do it. Yeah, that's this card too. We got something to do. The rest of it can take care of itself. This is a big job we got to pay attention to. Okay, well, maybe they cleaned house. Maybe the people there are what he said they are. They have integrity, and we should trust them. Because they got a big job to do. And I don't know that they would trust people that aren't capable of doing it. So I'm thinking they screened a lot of people. Screened out a lot of people, maybe. Filtered. Okay, anyway, what will come? Page of Pentacles. Oh, looking at a whole new system. Learning and understanding a whole new way to be with money. Excellent. So I guess the SEC is riding along with the rest of the posse. They're on board, definitely on board. I shouldn't think of them as creepy and horrible, even though that's the old definition. They are a shining beacon on the hill for us to almost shepherd in. Bring in the rest of the group that is not on board, who has the securities. I hope that it's not to that there's no indication in the card that they're out to wreck people. None whatsoever. So, yeah, releasing secrets, not secrets. Celebrations, victory, a lot of movement, growing. And the final outcome as a pentacle. So, new wealth. That's, if you want to sum that up, 2 words. There you go. So yeah, pretty clear and straightforward. Very above board. Very on the up and up. Very much for the people, for humanity. They're helping. Yeah, bunch of good people doing good things. That's what it looks like. And they're very serious about what they're doing. They're focusing their attention. They're powerful. They want to get it right. Yeah, these are all good cards. Okay, Lenormand, what are you going to tell me? Show me the cards I need to see. Anchor. The Moon. So, security, illusions, and the Garden, to get to the Garden again. So it looks like In order to get our securities, we have to remove the illusions in order to get to the garden with the securities. We remove the illusion and we get to the garden. Let's just see if we can get anything else out of that. Because why not? Oh, I should show you the cards. Let's see. Financial meaning for the anchor is routine work, daily chores, a stability associated with a steady job in the city. So nice. Security, steady job, working, happy. And the moon. Oh, 32. Financial meaning. Manifestation of creativity in work, attention from the female environment, and relying on intuition for financial decisions. Yeah, because the moon is associated with women. But manifestation of creativity in work. So, creativity in work. And, I'm sorry, the garden. Meeting new partners and building relationships within the professional scene. So yeah, okay. So new relationships, professional relationships, removing the illusions, and again, security, building wealth. That's the same as this, kind of. So there you go. Here's the moon card. And here's the garden again. We end up there a lot in these readings. That's a nice place to be. Okay, and our animal to close up the session. This is nice. It's a happy day. It's nice to have a good reading like this. And the dogs are outside. No barking dogs. The raccoon. The raccoon. He has a mask. The raccoon. But he's not a bad guy. The raccoon. And we're on the earth. Well grounded on the earth. That's good. Because commodities is about the earth. It's about physical things. Talented, shadowy, in hiding. Raccoon energy is at play within all artists to greater or lesser degrees. At best, it indicates talent, tenacity, and skillfulness with a particular musical instrument or creative tool, like money. Its shadow side points to an unresolved issue around self-image and success. Sometimes using a stage name or wearing a mask works in an artist's favor. Other times, it limits creativity. Am I who my audience thinks I am? What if I am ready to grow into something more? Raccoon energy won't let us off the hook until this creative ego fear is resolved. It's a generous friend, an exceptional artist. So yeah, I think they may have some talented people there that can really work amazing miracles at the SEC. It seems like that, and it seems like they have a plan for humanity. The United States anyway, but humanity overall. This is not a lot of major arcanas, but this is definitely a plan. We asked who they were and what were their goals. And it's shown us who they are and what their goals are. And their goals are our goals. They're there, I believe, to take care of us. I don't see nefarious cards. Even though the raccoon can look like a bandit, he is not, in this case, a bandit. So that's fun. I've changed my opinion of Gary Gensler. He was coming out, even though he is an untrustworthy witness, as they say. He was telling the truth, I think. I think that they do have a lot of people with integrity, and that's why he came out to say that, to say, we're different now, we're not the same, and there's a lot of good people on board. So give us a chance, we want to help. I think that was the message. And I think that that was a good message. So there you go. There's your cards. And we'll do this again tomorrow. So remember, please like, share, subscribe, and have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.